What's up, man? What's going on?
What up, though?
How you been doing? How's everything been going?
Chilling, man. Staying out the way.
I feel it.
Dropping this good music.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think this is our first time sitting down for an interview, right?
Yep.
So let's for like all the fans out there and everybody watching, let's like give them a little quick introduction.
I go by YBW ReeseMoney from the east side of Detroit, 6 Mile. I've been on the scene for like a few years. Still grinding.
For sure. Where you originally from?
I'm from 6 Mile and 75, really from like Davidson and Modern, right by the dead end, but like 6 Mile and 75 area. Start of the east side.
Born and raised?
Yeah, born and raised. My pops original DYD and my OG original, like she ran through 7 Mile, all that area, so I'm snapped for real. All through there.
Okay. So what got you into the music?
Really, I've been a fan of music for a long time, for real. I used to play around with it at school and shit, like on the lunch tables and playing around before I really had got serious. Like, I just knew I was good off people reaction to shit I was freestyling when I was younger, doing talent shows and shit like that. So I just always knew I had it. I just never got serious until I got older.
Did you always want to do music, or did you have like other ambitions and everything growing up?
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even think I was gonna be no rapper because I was cold with the sports. Like, I was All-American, hoop, football, and I got a soccer championship, baseball. I was athletic as hell, so I never thought like I'm a rap. You feel me? I always thought I'm gonna get millions off the sports. Like, I'm gonna go to the NBA. You know, every young hood nigga dream is the NBA or NFL first. Then most of the street niggas, the rap just be our fallback $1 million plan, because if you good at it type shit.
So what made you pivot? Did you get injured or something?
It was really, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it funky. I was running around high school to high school, young as hell. I went to like 5 different high schools. I was cold at the hooping though. 12th grade year, I made the Persian team, but I was so grown and already on so much street shit, I fucking around got caught with a zip in that bitch. By the basketball coach walking in the door. He kicked me
in
off.
high school?
Yeah, in high school. I was a senior going to the Persian. You feel me? I ain't even low key know it was in my book bag. I just had it from the weekend and shit. I'm early morning stuff and shit in there. Go to school, that motherfucker in the motherfucking book bag. He kicked me off the team. I told him like, shit, nigga, you don't let me hoop, I ain't coming back in this bitch. And shit, he ain't let me hoop. I dropped out that day. But it's crazy though, because I had dropped my first song like a week after I dropped out. So the whole school was banging my shit, like they tapping in with me, like, nigga, that shit hard as hell when you start rapping this shit. And then shit, I just took it serious from there.
Was it like a disappointment to you, like personally, that they kicked you off the team, like, or was it whatever it was, you know?
Hell yeah, shit. It's like shit that a nigga used to put so much blood, sweat, and tears into that he put into the music now. So it's like, nigga, if you play sports, you remember doing two-a-days and shit like that. So I was on shit like that, practice in the morning, practice in the evening. I ain't seeing the crib till like 8, 9 at night. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely like a studio ground, like a studio vibe. Because in the days I come to the studio, I sit in that bitch all day. So hell yeah, it was like a disappointment. I had put a lot into that shit. Anybody that know what it take to make the Persian team, running around that big ass school, running the hills and shit, and to make it, you know what I'm saying? It's an honor to even make it. But to get kicked off after you done went through all that shit, I'm like, man, fuck that shit. I ain't never took hooping and shit serious after that.
Why you didn't like just move schools or anything, or was it just like, man, if I can't play for this team, I don't want to play at all?
It was like shit. That was like my last straw. And Persian was like my last straw because I fucked around and got locked up on some bullshit my 10th and 11th grade year. I came out my beginning 11th grade year after doing some little juvie time and little placement time. Persian accepted a nigga, but I still had to make the team. I was like a walk-on. That's a school that they already be having their team set from 9th to. So I'm a walk-on, you feel me? I make the team, and really it was just too late for a transfer. I had already transferred so many times from so many different schools to the point I had to wait when I was there to January to hoop. But I had already made the team. And I got kicked off like mid-December on some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy as hell,
bro. All right. So did you can you talk about what was the reason that you got locked up 10th and 11th grade?
Yeah, hell yeah. Me and my niggas, we went to HP High, and our thing when we went there, we used to always like to get blowed before we went in that bitch. So we having our little morning routine. We, you know what I'm saying, on our way to school. Back then, niggas used to be blowing gans and shit like that. Niggas really weren't blowing like heavy exotics and shit like that. So niggas used to be matching halves and zips. And we used to have whole smokeouts in like abandoned houses and shit for hours. This particular day, one nigga just wanted to get on there some adventurous shit. I ain't gonna say his name. One nigga wanted to get on the adventurous shit, like, I got a lick on the floor, you know, young dumb nigga shit. So we goes, try to hit the lick, and long story short, that bitch went sour. About 5, 6 of us got caught. But I always been looking older as hell since a young age, so they basically put me as the ringleader of the shit. They were trying to get me to tell on niggas and shit like that. I'm like, I'm straight. So that's when I ended up getting a little year and a half with the juvie and the placement shit.
Do you think that affected the way you looked at like school and everything, like from that point on?
Yeah, hell yeah, cause like when I went in there, I ain't gonna lie, I was fucked up at first, cause you know a nigga ain't never been to jail, nigga be hearing so much shit about it, but it's like we used to have spiritual people come talk to us and shit like that, so I really had got in my Bible deep. You know what I'm saying? I got in my Bible and reading. That's all the nigga can do in there is really like read the Bible and write music. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in that bitch with my little notebooks and shit. I ain't gonna lie, when I came home, I had like 3 notebooks full of raps. I couldn't tell you where them bitches at to this day. But my OG had found this shit. And she had just cut into me one day. She like, nigga, I found them books, nigga. I was reading that shit. That shit nice, you know what I'm saying? But I never even had no intention of putting this shit out. A nigga just used to be in that bitch bored, just rhyming, you know what I'm saying? But
right.
It low-key was like preparation in advance for a nigga destiny. Like years before I knew what I was already getting prepared. Like to go in the studio, to have my bars right, all that shit, just off of having to go through the jail shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that shit be like a slow down, but it's like a wake up call at the same time, unless you just in that bitch for a life situation or something like that.
Right. Do you think because you got in so young that it kind of set you straight, like the purpose of what they do it for, or do you feel like it was just a waste of time?
No, hell no, definitely had got a nigga straight, because shit, there's niggas out here that's my age now, they still doing dumb shit because they ain't never got in trouble and seen like how easy it is for them to just throw a nigga in that bitch and be like, nigga, you get out when we tell you. A lot of niggas still think it's a game and they think they don't gotta follow rules and abide by laws and shit like that. So yeah, I'm happy I got that shit out the way when I was young, because I got kids and all kind of shit. I can't be in and out of jail and shit.
All right. But before we get too deep into the music, like you said, they tried to get you to like rap or snitch on your co-defendants. I don't know if you saw like recently in the media, T.I. he had came out and said that he had snitched. The only time he ever snitched was on his dead cousin. Like, in your opinion, do you feel like that's still the same as snitching on somebody that's alive, or is it acceptable because he's dead?
I mean, I really can touch on that situation because I had a similar situation with somebody that's passed away, but I ain't gonna get too far in depth with it, even though things is copacetic with it, the situation. But as far as that, I just feel like, and you should do what that man wanted you to do. If that was your partner and you knew his vibe, you know what I'm saying? If you knew his vibe would have been, nigga, if you knew he would have took a case for you and he was alive, then yeah. But if y'all weren't rocking out like that when he was alive to the point he would have took a little gun charge or something like that for you, then no. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple ways you can play it.
Now, do you think it's like a difference if the person that's deceased, if he's close to you, or if it's like like somebody from the other side or op that you know that passed away?
Yeah, that's gets the I blame it on the op quick as hell. You know what I'm saying? But it go both ways though. But you know, an op get thrown under the bus quick as hell in any circumstance. So that'd be easy as fuck to do. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to somebody you love, if you got a conscience, it'll kind of make you think like, damn, I know that nigga still watching me or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a little spooky, weird shit. But I mean, you know, it is what it is, bro. The dead is resting in a whole nother better environment than what we see every day. So I don't think they too much worried about what's going on Earth for real. I think we more so worried about them more than they worried about us.
Right. Have you ever been in a situation where someone told on you?
Nope, I ain't gonna lie. Nope, I ain't never had to be in that situation. I'm knock on wood, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't seen that situation. I have seen that situation in front of me, but it's like I haven't been involved, like to the point my name in it and I gotta go to court and shit like that. For the most part, I fuck with solid niggas that I've been knew since for like 10, 20 years, so I damn near know a nigga what he capable of if he a snitch or, you know what I'm saying? Snitches normally be like new niggas that you let around that you think cool and they just peep the scenery and peep everybody's name and peep what's going on and now they can go run and tell something. They ain't too tied in. Like when you got years behind shit, there's so much shit tied in. Like, nigga, I know you did this, you know I did that, we know he did. Bitch, you can't nobody tell on nobody, you know what I'm saying? But when it's a new nigga that just coming around and he don't really got no love for niggas, hell yeah, if they come to him, that nigga give everybody up. What you think you gonna do?
Right. And you know, like, see, when Nipsey Hussle, when he passed, they said a guy that, you know, pulled the trigger or whatever, that he was a known snitch to the community. Do you feel like people that's known to have, like, willingly given up information, should they be, like, pushed out of the community? Or, like, how do you deal with people, those type of people that still come around or that some people gave a pass to even though they know what they've done?
Man, my thing with that, I mean, these times we living in, bro, it's like, it's times that gotta be adjusted to. When you coming up so solid and real, when you came around like the real OGs and shit like that, because I tell motherfuckers all the time, like when we talking on the block and shit, I'll be like, man, it's crazy how a snitch can just walk the earth and motherfuckers appraise him or don't say shit about him, don't beat his ass or nothing. It was a point of time where snitches really got stitches. Like that was a saying as kids and in the street. That's why you grew up learning that low key. Because all our OGs and shit knew we was gonna be in the streets and they was training us not to be no rat ass nigga or nothing like that because that wasn't the shit to be coming up, you know what I'm saying? So, but times change. Everybody accept the shit just like they accept a lot of other shit, so. But me personally, I don't condone it. A snitch can't walk in my hood and get no love or that for me that I really no snitch, you know what I'm saying?
All right. So, growing up, you said you was kind of always into the music and you was writing and everything. Like, who did you look up to as far as artists in the city, and then going a little farther, like artists that was already in the game, like known, like industry rappers?
YB for sure. You gotta say Blade. I'm gonna say Blade in the city growing up. I'm gonna say Blade. I'm gonna get Doughboys Cash Out Day Flowers. And really Eminem and all them, bro. I stayed down the street from Eminem for like 3 years growing up. So I really fucked with him. Big Hurt, Rock Bottom, you know what I'm saying? All the original hood shit that really had the party jumping back then, because I really was partying as fucking at a young age. Like the Glow, Club 52, St. Andrews, like we was bouncing around this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Partying like a motherfucker at 15, 14, 13. So really anything that got the club rocking then, like that. Roll with my niggas, get high with my niggas, all that shit, you feel me? All the original shit. I still ride around the Blade whole album, no skip to this day. Because a lot of the shit we putting out, it ain't shit, but what they said in a better way over, you know what I'm saying? But they been talking the money shit, the swag shit, the fuck bitches shit, all that, you feel me? It's just, we said it in a more new present way. You know what I'm saying? But they been talking in they slang back then.
Right.
But industry-wise, for sure Young Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? For sure Young, that nigga broke the map with that USDA album. That USDA with him, Slick Puddle, Brother Raw.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah, and that Snowman album, I think, when that one with that hit the kitchen light, cockroaches there. Man, I remember my uncle played that shit one day. I was in the car with him. I'm like, man, who the fuck is this? And we used to play football and shit, young as hell, so they used to have it shit playing when we coming out shit to him, but I never knew who Young Jeezy was until like I really started getting like off into the hood and the streets and shit. Seeing what the older niggas was listening to. Like, yeah, he niggas played that shit back to back. That shit, that nigga Jeezy.
Well, speaking of Jeezy, before you go on, why do you think Detroit embraced him and his music so much? Because he's always in Detroit. He shows a lot of love. To Detroit rappers. He just hopped on that the remix of $2 Million remix.
Yeah, I like that. I like that nigga verse on that shit. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga Jeezy an icon, man. He been an icon, like, in the city. Like, he fucking one of the biggest groups that was on at the time they was on. You know what I'm saying? BMF. And you know the city fuck with them so heavy to the point everybody wanted to be a BMF member at one time. So it's like, shit. That's one thing about Detroit, we gonna pay respect when it's due. You know what I'm saying? Even back then when niggas couldn't come here off the no-fly zone and shit like that, nigga Jeezy was good. You ain't never heard no whole shit about him and nothing like that, so he had to be keeping it solid with it. You know what I'm saying? He had to.
Do you feel like that no-fly zone, I think that mainly aimed at Rick Ross, or was it multiple artists?
Multiple artists.
Okay. And do you think that benefited the city, or do you think it hurt the city?
It benefited the city majorly because niggas wasn't able to steal our swag and shit without being scared then. You know what I'm saying? We so friendly and shit now, which is cool because at the end of the day, it ain't no tough man sport. But back then, it was like niggas couldn't come here without helping out somebody that was doing something here. There's so many artists that come to the city of Detroit and get so much love and they just leave with the love. They don't sign nobody, they don't do no feature with nobody, they don't do shit. They just come here, get the love, get the money, and they gone. Back then it wasn't that. You had to, I don't know what they was giving or what they was doing, but you had to get something, you know what I'm saying, before you get up out of here or before you even perform. You know what I'm saying? They stopped letting Rick Ross from performing, I believe. So shit, it had to be lined up to the point. It was some OG shit put down to the point a nigga had to be helped from Detroit. So much talent and artists floating through this bitch. Like, y'all gotta come in this bitch and help if y'all gonna come and feel like y'all can just get so much love and shit like that. Even Jeezy helped at one point in time. Gotti helped me. That's why them niggas can come here and get so much love because they extended an arm. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Let's talk about like musical influences as far as your own personal music. Who do you think inspired your style of music, and how would you describe your style of music?
I really, on the inspiration level, I really would just say like anybody that can talk shit that I relate to. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of artists that do that. I take a little bit from every artist, like not take it from them, but I learn it from them, like how to come with the flow, how to say something that's gonna touch a motherfucker, how to perform and shit, how to appearance. And it's something that you can take from everybody that's doing their thing. Besides like bars and shit, you can take like the way a nigga marketing this shit, promoting this shit, and do that. But that's what I do. My style of music though, bro, I just really try to go off the feeling. You know what I'm saying? I try to go off the feeling on how I feel, but at the same time, how I think the listener feel. If they was listening to it and hearing it. Sometimes I just play my music and I'll be in the car, I'll be looking the other way, but I'm looking out the corner of my eye just seeing how a nigga's body moving. Is a nigga head moving or is a nigga just stiff and stuck, you feel? That's how I know, like, okay, that's that one. Or no, I gotta go redo that, or that's alright, we gonna put that on there, but we ain't gonna push that one. Like, this little shit, little different shit.
Yeah, you spoke on music that you are that related to you. How important is it to you that music be relatable to its listeners?
It's important as hell. A lot of people think it's not because they be trying to throw, oh, it's entertainment. But I don't try to follow that trend. I try to keep shit as vivid and as real as possible as I can. Just so when the fans do see me, or when somebody do see me out there that's listening to my music, I can it's a damn near visual. It's a damn near video of them seeing me with the shit without me having to even record a video. Cause that's what happened a lot of time. A lot of time I be going crazy as fuck somewhere, but I ain't putting on camera or nothing like that. But it's individuals seeing me, it's people around seeing the shit, and that's what make them gravitate by what they hearing and then seeing it. A nigga keeping it so real. And for my family and my friends too, like I don't want to be known out here as nobody that just like say anything. It's just on a respect level. I want motherfuckers to listen to my shit and vibe out to it, but I want motherfuckers to respect it at the same time to the point it's like in the linings of who the fuck I am. I don't want motherfuckers to look at my shit on the camera and be like, damn, that nigga crazy as hell from when you see him in person. I want you to get the same vibe, be the same as a real person and an artist. Cause I ain't gonna lose myself with this shit.
How easy do you think it is to lose yourself in the music?
Easy as hell, bro. Easy. Easy as hell. Some niggas that get caught up in certain shit. Some niggas that get caught up in certain shit that really is not beneficial to they outside environment of the music. You know what I'm saying? Niggas still got lives they gotta live and families and shit outside of the music that like kids. You know what I'm saying? These little kids, my kids, they listen to my music, even though it's like vivid as hell and raw. But they'll go on their own and listen to my shit and come back to me like, "Damn, you said this." You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they know me. So it's not no shit that I want to put in front of them, like some off the wall ass shit, and they'll see it and think that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what my kids, my nieces, my nephews, little cousins, and younger niggas that look up to me in the hood. I got a lot of young niggas looking to me in the hood. You know what I'm saying? That they run down on me. I'm listening to your music, bro. I'm listening to it. I'm fucking with it. I'm rocking with it. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna try to lead these niggas in the right way. You know what I'm saying? Right. But at the same time, I ain't on there just gonna talk no complete righteous shit because I'm a nigga that had to go through the street system to get some stepping stones to get to where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to talk that because it might come a point in time where they might have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Off camera and off the record. You know?
Right. Do you feel like when you rap about certain things that you have to kind of live up to that, or do you feel like you had mentioned something about us being entertainment? Do you feel like you can talk about stuff because it's entertainment?
I used to think that too, but the tongue is the most powerful piece on the body. So when you in the booth, you could be talking a lot of good shit into existence, because niggas speak shit to existence. But at the same time, you could be talking a lot of bad shit into existence. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta definitely watch what you say, watch what you entertain. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a saying, you don't never go knocking on the devil's door. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to say nothing where you knocking it, so don't get answered. So you gotta be careful what you say. But at the same time, you gotta entertain your fans. But it's a lot of shit you can say to the point you entertaining your fans and still being yourself.
Right. Where do you feel like this music is gonna take you?
Man, that's the biggest question. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I look at it right now, I just look at it as a big pot that I'm putting in, waiting for it to explode. You know what I'm saying?
What do you hope to get back out of it?
I mean, a deal. If I can get a deal that's worth enough, because right now they giving out deals that's worth it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't petty dealing nobody no more. They ain't 360 dealing nobody no more if you coming with it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't giving niggas 100. They giving niggas millions. You feel me? 2-3 million. That's enough. You feel me? Good. Come on. So hell yeah, that's why I'm doing this shit. I can change my life right now. Well, I'm changing it day by day, but I want to change lives with an S. You know what I'm saying? I can do that with millions. I can help a couple things and do a couple things. You know? So that's what I'm doing it for. I got the power to come in this bitch and talk my shit, spit my life, and just put the shit out there, make money off of it, and motherfuckers fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really got one bad review in so long on shit, bro. It'd be crazy to me why I ain't already signed or why I ain't already got a deal. But that's how you know it's coming. I get so many fake label contracts a day, bro. It's crazy. It's like, I'll be like, damn, is they trying to play with me or something like that, bro? It'd be from CMG, Interscope. Man, so many fake label contracts, bro. I done there want to pull it up on my email, bro. But shit, come with the real thing. That's what I'm waiting on.
Right. Do you feel like you need like that one song that goes viral nowadays to really make it in the industry, or can you make it off a strong foundation of music?
Right now you can make it off strong foundation music in the city because we got so many frontline artists to the point all you gotta do is just build yourself up a little bit, come with your own sound. That's what I did for real. I really ain't do no features like my first 4 or 5 years of rapping. I just did all me and my niggas. You feel me? I was in a group at first, and then we ended up splitting.
What was the name of the group? Why'd y'all end up splitting?
The name of the group was Young Boss Winning Circle, which is the same thing as YBW. It's just, that's why I took the C off, because I went solo, YBW, you know what I'm saying? But we had broke up really because, we really ain't break up because we still be dropping music and shit. They still be in the studio with me and shit like that. It just, this shit gets so frustrating, it be hard as fuck to believe in yourself like all the way through. It be hard as hell to drop that bag on shit and just with a prayer like shit, I hope it make it something happen. You know what I'm saying? Some people can do it, some niggas can't. And I just seen that I was that one that could really make it first and then pull them up. Cause I got a lot of niggas with me that can produce. Like my little cousin in there, he make beats, produce, rap, all that shit. I got a lot of niggas with me that really can come with that heat. They just need a bag behind them. So that's why I'm really going so hard, because as soon as I get it, I damn near got my own label. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole label right now. I got at least 5 to 10 niggas I can sign right now. Yo. Shit. I'm gonna call you right back.
Do you reach out to a lot of artists for features, like bigger artists? And how important do you think it is to do features with bigger artists?
I reached out to a couple big artists, but really when I did something with Keith, I got 2 songs with Keith. When I did a song with him, it really was because we had bumped into each other in my hood at Mandy's, right there on 6. And I was in there going crazy that night. I fucking seen him walk in and shit. I just walked up on him. Shit, nigga, what up? And shit, we went to the studio, made that shit happen like the next morning after leaving the club at like 2 in the morning. And nigga pulled up like 8, 9 in the morning. We dropped some shit. And I got some shit with Louis. I got a couple shit with a couple artists already that I work with, bro. You feel me? I don't want to leave nobody out and make them feel like I don't appreciate them. You know, so I appreciate anybody in the city that gave me a feature on the way up to coming in the future. But I already reach out a lot because niggas don't be responding. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to feel like I'm no groupie or nothing like that, because I'm a nigga that's coming really trying to see what it is on the business side. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? You got that, I got this.
By not responding, you mean like not answering DMs and stuff like that? Or
yeah, shit like that.
Why do you think artists get to the point to where they do that and then either they don't respond or I know I've shot some music videos where like the bigger artists, like they don't really be into the shoot. Like they'll maybe be on their phone or kind of looking out of the moment. Why do you think they come with that energy? Or have you ever experienced anything like that working with other artists?
For the most part, the artists that I work with, when I be in person, it be cool. You know what I'm saying? Cause I recorded the shit with Louis. Joseph actually engineered that. And to even be around him and as smooth as he was, it was like, okay, these niggas really cool people. When you meet them in person, it's just people be always trying to put that extra celebrity stamp on people. But at the same time, I think niggas be forgetting where they come from in a sense, because if we are from the same area, because down the line, if niggas was to have a family reunion like how it was going down back in the day, the big ass family reunions, bro, a lot of niggas be cousins and through the line family, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Low key as hell. So if we are from the same area, same city, we all got the same mission trying to put this shit together. We all got families to feed. Shit, why ignore me? You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga that you can help and make some money off of, because I know you know something that can benefit me to the point I feel like you know what I'm saying, I gotta throw you something. You know, I ain't the type of nigga that's even gonna come for something for free because, you know, free is like the worst curse word in the world when it comes to the music. Right.
You recently released a project, or you got a project coming out soon?
I released it. My last album was a deluxe, deal bound. That was like 3 albums put in one. Deal bound, volume 1, volume 2, volume 3. But I released that in like April, which is deal bound deluxe. I ain't dropped all summer, but I'm about to release a project this January on my birthday, January 12th, which is called Hustler, Not Rapper. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be produced by various producers. It's gonna be hosted by Trapaholics Mixtapes. It's gonna be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of big shit in the making for that.
What was the reason for you not dropping on summer? You don't feel like that kind of slowed the momentum up, or were you like working but just not dropping?
Really, I ain't gonna lie, I was going through a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes with the music and you independent, it be a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? I be having a lot of shit I wish I just had somebody else that I could, you know what I'm saying, like the uploading the music shit and all that extra shit a nigga gotta go through sitting at the laptop, and then you gotta go to studios, sit in them all night. Gotta pay. It just be hectic as hell. You feel me? I got family and other people that I be providing for and shit like that. So really that's all it was with that. I was just going through some bullshit. Really just getting discouraged because the bag ain't coming, and it'll get discouraging when you putting into this shit. And
you don't feel like you getting back.
Yeah, you ain't feeling what you putting in, and that's all that was. But through the whole time, I just had so many people running up to me, like, damn, bro, when you coming out with something new, man? To the point it just got irritated. So I'm like, fuck, I might just
get back to dropping.
Yeah, get back to dropping. That's when I came and did the one mic with you. And that was my first time stepping back out, really, with the music shit, with the no cap one mic. And then that bitch just went crazy. You know what I'm saying? I had so many people tapping in, Crime of the D, New Nails from URL, motherfucking Detroit Rap News. That bitch was on the radio, 107.5, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Floss was fucking with it, so it was like, shout out to Floss a lot too. That's what really helped me, you know what I'm saying? Turn that bitch up through the roof, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what really.
That's Snapdog manager, right?
Yeah, I'm Snapdog manager.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's what really sparked the fire back. You know what I'm saying? When I seen that do what it did. Yeah. And it's crazy because I've been recorded that song. You know what I'm saying? I've been recorded that shit on the album I dropped in April. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, it woke me up like, nigga, that song been out, you just ain't pushing hard enough. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like woke a nigga back up, like you bullshit, slap on the face. Now let's get back in the gym and come hard.
What advice would you give to rappers coming up, and also how do you stay motivated in those scenarios where you start to lose motivation?
Any advice that I would give to any rapper coming up is, if you're gonna do this shit, do it. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do this shit, do it. Don't play with it. Don't take no breaks. Come all gas, no breaks. Don't really don't play with it. Don't waste your time, man. If you're gonna do it and go hard at it. And to stay motivated, you just gotta have your shit set up the right way to the point you got at least a little bit of coins coming in to the point you seeing something. You know, there's a lot of revenues off of the music. You just gotta learn them. And if you is independent, you're gonna have to pay a couple dollars to set your shit up the right way and see your coins back. That's how you stay motivated. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it don't be shit, but when I go in the distro, it be a couple hundred on that bit. 4, 5, you know what I'm saying? Light shit, but I ain't did shit. You know what I'm saying? It be light shit that just running up. I ain't did shit. I ain't really pressed it or nothing. So it's like, damn. If that's sitting in there, then shit. And then I'll be seeing other niggas like the downriver niggas and shit like that. Them niggas be posting hundreds of thousands in that bitch. So I'm like, damn, these niggas, 800,000. You feel me? Rio, shit on that bitch. I'm like, man. And there's so many artists like that can really show you a check off distro kids just off of learning how to invest in themselves and fucking with the right people. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta learn this shit, man. Learn this shit the best way you can, and shit will develop for you as long as you're investing in yourself.
We coming to a close at the end of 2022, and 2023 coming up. Hopefully, it brings a lot of like good things and a lot of blessings for everybody. But like personally, what's your goals for the new year, and what do you hope to accomplish?
My goals for this year, man, I'm trying to get a deal this year, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a deal this year. Closing the year. Christmas coming up, and then my birthday at the top of the year, so I'm really gonna run down here to Atlanta and try to press a little bit down there during my birthday, opening the year. Knock this Christmas off of these kids, man, and really I'm gonna just try to go hard with the music this year, man. Harder than what I was, you know what I'm saying? To try to gravitate some of this attention to me that's on the city.
Okay. Well, man, I appreciate you sitting down, having this conversation and everything, really kicking game with the people that's coming up under you in the music, because you seem like you got a lot of knowledge and experience to share. Where can they find your social media at?
Social media, Instagram, you can find me at YBW _ReeseMoney 6. Facebook, YBW ReeseMoney. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, YBW ReeseMoney. Everything YBW ReeseMoney. YouTube, everything. Be on the lookout for the album, January 12th. Hustle or Not Rapper is coming out, man. It's on the way. Hosted by Trapaholics. I got a couple producers on there, fire ass producers. Trapaholics gonna be on that bit. So when all the street niggas hear it, it's gonna be on the flow.
Are you open to doing features with people right now, or are you just really in album mode focused on the project dropping?
I mean, really, I do some features right now. If niggas tap in and everything right, they got everything together, man. A lot of times niggas be thinking that everything be free. You know what I'm saying? Everything don't be free with this shit, man. You gotta help a nigga out, man, to help you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The most free game you gonna ever get is watching an interview or something like that. But I'll definitely do some features if niggas tap in and everything makes sense. And hell yeah, we can make it happen.
Okay. We definitely gonna sit down again and do it again, man, and have another good conversation. Hopefully we got a lot more things to talk about and touch on. But as always, it was nice talking to you, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
Sick shit, nigga.